Before I know what I'm gonna do with it, That ammonia hasn't dispersed. You can smell that 10 yards away. Before I know what I'm gonna do with it, Her cell phone is off. I just tried it a moment ago. Maybe the small ventilator is powerful enough to blow this ammonia stink into Nina's cell. Gotta be worth a try.
Ugh, what a terrible smell. Doesn't that contravene all the rules of the Geneva Convention?
I'm very happy that you're all right.
Max?
Who else? Or were you expecting someone special?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't prepared for a surprise visit. I should tidy up a bit here first. And let some air in. Did you send me this revolting smell in here?
Yes, there was no other way to wake you up. By the way, you snore and talk in your sleep.
If you mention that to anyone at all, you are a dead man.
Don't worry, but we have to get you out of there first.
Good idea. Do you have a plan?
No, not really.
Then now is the time to come up with one. I'll get myself tidied up in the meantime. The fact that the hero rescues the princess and she looks like something the cat dragged in was never part of any story that I have read. That's pretty. My grandmother used to earn a living crocheting placemats. And I lay on that thing. I can talk to Max through this pipe. The wall doesn't make a very solid impression. However, getting out of here would probably take days. That has seen better days. This chair leg is only made out of plastic, but I still can't break it off. I'm not reaching in there. Pull it once over this sharp edge and the work of many evenings goes to the dogs. Ooh, if my grandmother would see that. That mat was an arduous piece of work. Now it is only 5 meters of thread. The thread is not all that strong if a part breaks off when I tie a knot. The stone seems to have hit the bottom. Now I can exchange a few smaller objects with Max.
This little bottle is pretty fragile. I think I should just forget about this. Otherwise, Nina might...
I can talk to Max through this pipe. The wall doesn't... And with only... I can talk to Max through this pipe.
Nina is at the end of the pipe. I have to get her out as quickly as possible.
So now the last leg is off too. Don't you go walking away.
A hollow chair leg made of plastic. Nina is at the end of the pipe. I have to get her out as quickly.
I can talk to Max. That has seen... That one has...
I'll take the back of the syringe off. The needle and its attachment should then be light enough for me to use it as a dart in my blowpipe. If I touch this needle now, our little adventure will come to a pretty fast end. If I attack the guard, he'll still be able to run from the room and raise an alarm. I shouldn't risk it. A heavy safety door.
Crap! How did that happen?
That guy is making a hell of a noise. I'll have to get him to shut up very quickly. That guy will notice me as soon as I open the flap, and if I don't eliminate him within a second, things here might get a little uncomfortable. I think that with such a hectic job, a little bit of peace won't hurt the guard.
Ouch! What was that?
So, I'm rid of him for now. Either a live broadcast from the Antarctic, or the effects of adjusting the satellite dish. A pin board with thousands of small notices, some instructions, naked women, telephone numbers, but nothing that brings me any further. I'll take the thumbtacks with me, but the bulletin board can stay where it is. The soup is so watery that I'll lose most of it moving around, and then I'll stink of cheese for the rest. The soup is so... So, this is where the second guard is sitting. I almost landed in his lap. One more step and he'll notice me. I've got to think of something to distract him. There's no way I'll get past him. Nina's cell must be behind this door.
Locked. I suppose that had to be expected, but it's still worth a try. And I lay on...
Her cell phone is off. I just tried it a moment ago. There's no way I'll get past him. I've got to get rid of him somehow. The guard is in there, and that is the way it should stay. Locked. Hardly the newest model, but it fulfills its purpose. Don't believe that just walking in is a good idea. Nina is at the end of the pipe. I have to get her out as quickly as possible. This little
First of all, I need the bait before I construct any fiendish traps.
The soup is so watery that I'll lose most of it moving around, and then I'll stink of cheese for... I'd better do something first. There's no way I'll get past him. I've got to get rid of him somehow. Either a live broadcast from the cheese soup. Theoretically very delicious, but theory and practical life are very often rather far apart. The soup is so watery that I'll lose most of it moving around, and then I'll stink of cheese for the rest of my life. Locked. A pin board with thousands of small notices. Either a live broadcast from cheese soup. Theoretically very delicious, but
Max? Hello? He doesn't seem to be here. Take that, scourge of every health authority.
the sponge sucks itself full of soup. The soup is so watery that I'll lose most of it moving around, and then I'll stink of cheese for the rest of my life.
The smell reminds me a bit of my ex-boyfriend. Whatever it is in there, if it is attracted to the smell, it'll grab its prey and disappear. It doesn't make much sense, really, does it? Whatever it is in there, if it is attracted to the smell, it'll grab its prey and disappear. It doesn't make much sense, really, does it? Whatever it is in there. Looks like it could work as a trap. Stress on the could. If it is really true that mice and rats like cheese, then this aromatic piece of foam rubber must be the perfect bait. The big game hunt can begin. Then let's have a look and see what we've caught.
Run. Run as fast as you can and keep the guard busy for as long as you can. Good luck.
Just you wait, you little beast! I'll get you!
I'll put this thumbtack under the cushion so that the guard doesn't get suspicious.
Damn! That rat just slipped away from me! But wait, I'll get you next time! Ah! Spivak, you're a rat as well! But I'll get you too!
All is quiet. I hope the dose was strong enough. A bunch of keys.
I'm really happy to see you, and thanks for...
My pleasure, noble princess. Come on now, we have to go.
I'll just get my things together. Hopefully those guys haven't grabbed everything. Thanks, you two. I would hate to think what would have happened if you hadn't come along.
You don't have to, but we wouldn't let you rot anywhere in the sticks.
I knew that I could rely on you.
Anytime. If I had to, then I would even...
Could you postpone the niceties until later? We should get going. The people in the hospital are bound to notice your absence soon.
Yeah, I'm ready. Although,
What?
we must be really close to where my father used to set up camp on his earlier expeditions. Am I right?
Yes, that's true. But we really don't have any time for that. The hospital belongs to the Russian military, and when they sound the alarm, it will get extremely uncomfortable around here. We should first get out of here and think about how we want to proceed along the way.
But...
No buts. The risk of landing here in the first place was already big enough. We are going. Max, I need your help to get the airplane ready for liftoff.
Oleg is right. We've got to get away from here first, and then we'll see what happens. Go on, get your things out of the Jeep and come.
Attention! Attention! An alarm has gone off in the neighboring military hospital. A female patient who is considered extremely dangerous has escaped. The military has been notified and several soldiers are on their way here. Until they arrive, no one is allowed to leave the airfield. Everyone is ordered to be on high alert. No one will be permitted to take off or land.
damn, they're looking for me already. What now? We'll meet here in a few hours!
I hope you have good news.
Unfortunately, no. Kalenkov is still missing.
I'm waiting for the good news.
Well, at least the others haven't found him yet either.
We are running out of time. The preparations for the project are almost finished and everyone is waiting for you to finally find the missing piece of the puzzle.
I'm doing my best. What should I do if...
Concentrate on his past.
Hopefully Max and Oleg are all right. I suppose they weren't born yesterday. They'll get along with the soldiers somehow. And exactly how are we going to get away from here again, I don't yet know. We can brainstorm that later. In the meantime, I can try to find the camp from which my father started his expeditions. The thing is, where do I look? Apart from this tent, I have found no signs of human existence. Hopefully I can get some help here. There will be everything one needs to survive in there. It's a pity that civilization has progressed even into deepest Russia. It's a first aid. Only first aid for alcoholics. 1 bottle of vodka. The trough is empty. Clearly, nobody seems to take. A beautiful animal. Wouldn't it make a wonderful bedside rug? The fur is quite soft. It would definitely. Don't look at me like that, or I'll put my thoughts into action. Through a small hole in the lid, you can see that it's almost full of water. If I pull the plug on that barrel, its contents will seep into the ground. If I pull the plug, a small plug, a large case, too big. The tree is ancient. It must have survived the catastrophe undamaged, but that was 100 years ago. Only the bark is flaking off. But that would happen to me after a century as well. Sorry for simply barging in like this, but I'm looking for...
Medicine. Parchment. Burnt.
What? Which parchment? And what kind of medicine? I don't understand. The old guy seems to be in a kind of semi-conscious state. I'm not at all sure if he can even hear me. Obviously, he needs some kind of medication. I'll take a look around. They all look as if they're about to fall apart. One of the threads has come loose. I don't need any more of them, so I'll leave the tassels where they are.
No.
The old guy obviously doesn't want me to take the statue. I'd better leave it here. These bits of parchment have been so badly fire damaged that they'll fall apart if I pick them up. I'll have to restore them somehow. The fireplace is already cold. The old man doesn't look very well. I'm not going to... The old man... I need your...
Me.
In his condition, I am hardly going to be able to talk. This vodka is only for first aid purposes. The barrel has a fitted lid, and therefore I can't get it off. Then I'll get on with my favorite hobby and start destroying things. There are still pieces of parchment in the ash. If I put the wood in there, it'll completely destroy them. These bits of parchment have been so badly fire damaged that they'll fall apart if I... There are still pieces of parchment in the ash. If I put the wood in there, it'll... The old man obviously needs a specific medicine. This is an exceptional situation. Vodka alone... A tomato ketchup sachet. With any luck, it may also have some natural ingredients in it. I am not driving away from here until I have found out some... It's a pity that civilization has progressed. It's a pity that civilization... A simple wood... I definitely won't fell the tree with that. I'll limit myself to the bark. The bark is drenched in water and will probably not burn very well. What should I do with this drought victim? A failed and abandoned attempt to plant and raise a tomato plant, known to the biologist as Solanum lycopersicum. For others, love or paradise apple, a member of the nightshade family. That stuff stinks. It looks and smells like there's sulfur coming out of there. I have no idea if it is under protection, but it is so pretty that I would really like to make an exception and leave it in one piece. A failed and abandoned... I know. They're under the protection of nature conservation laws. I'll be very careful. It is almost halfway fresh. If I touch that stuff, I'll never get it off my hands again. A beautiful animal. Wouldn't it make a wonderful bed? If I pull the plug on that barrel, its contents will seep into the ground. There's tree resin in it. A sharp stone. Not really the superlative in whetstones, but these scissors can't get any blunter. And how's that? It now cuts more than butter. Beautifully sharp again.
No.
The old guy. The resin will probably burn into the cup. That won't help me much either. This grill is rather rusty. A short woolen thread. This grill... A failed and abandoned... What should I do with this drought victim? A beautiful... These bits of parchment have been so badly fire damaged. There are still pieces of parchment. There's no... There's tree resin in it. It is almost halfway fresh. And this is all that this spade and I leave over from the case. A huge bit of bark. I am not driving. It's a pity that civilization. Through a small hole in the lid, you can see that it's almost full of water. The barrel has a fitted lid, and therefore I can't get it off. That poor animal is drinking as if there were no tomorrow. A beautiful... Resin at the bottom, water on top, and cup surrounding it all. Through heating, the water and the resin have mixed. The resin is almost runny now. The barrel is now empty. The fire hasn't completely destroyed the parchment, but it is pretty charred and brittle. I made such an effort digging up that plant that unless it is absolutely necessary, I would like to keep it the way it was designed to be, in one piece. There are still pieces of parchment in the ash. If I put the wood in there, it'll completely destroy them. One of those things comprising of 3 billion threads. The fireplace. There are still pieces of parchment in the ash. If I put the wood in there, it'll completely destroy them. A beautiful If I continue to take such loving care of these animals, I'll never be able to save myself from offers of membership from every conservation organization in the country. It's a pity that civilization has progressed even into deepest Russia. A box of matches from the nightclub lady. A few are still in it. Through heating, the water and the resin have mixed. The resin is almost runny now. What should I do with this drought victim? What should I do with this drought victim? I'm not putting my hand into that. I'll scald myself. A tomato ketchup sachet. With any luck, it may also have some natural ingredients in it. What should I do with this drought victim? The tree is ancient. The barrel is now empty. A beautiful... Easy there, boy. If I take the spoon, the hairs, and this thread, and I... Hey! It works! What do you want me to paint it with? If I paint the resin very carefully over the parchment pieces... It worked! 5 parts of the source of life, 2 parts of root of tears, 1 part blood of the night, 3 parts drops of intoxication, to be taken shortly before it unites with the wind. What effect it is supposed to have isn't noted, just as much as how to get each ingredient. Five parts of the source of life, 2 parts of root of tears, 1 part blood of the night, 3 parts drops of intoxication, to be taken shortly before it unites with the wind. What effect it is... A box of... This grill is rather rusty. Making fire is becoming one of my specialties. Five parts of the source of life, 2 parts of root of tears, 1 part blood of the night, 3 parts drops of intoxication, to be taken shortly before... What effect... I am not. It's a. What should I do with it? The barrel is now. The barrel. A strange creature with its mouth open. It seems to be some type of nutcracker. I could press out the gentian bulb with that, but then the juice would run all over the place.
No.
The old guy obviously doesn't want me to take. The barrel is now empty. If I continue to take such... One of those things. Hey, old man, wake up. Is this the recipe for your medicine? It really does seem to be the recipe. The old guy wants me to prepare it in this vial. I'll have to hurry preparing his medicine. He's not going to hold out for much longer. Well, that must be the right doses, depending, of course, on the bulb being meant as the root of tears. A few drops of the intoxication. Ketchup is made of tomatoes. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family. That could be the connection to the blood of the night reference. I'll try it. The following ingredients are in the vial. 1 part, blood of the night. 3 parts, drops of intoxication. 2 parts, root of tears. 5 parts of the source of life. 2 parts of root of tears. 1 part, blood of the night. 3 parts, drops of intoxication. To be taken shortly before it unites. What effect it is. A box of matches. The following in 1 part, 3 parts, 2 parts. If I touch that stuff, what should I do with this drought victim? Five parts of the source of life. What effect? Five parts from the source of life. Got it. The medicine is not finished yet. I must have all of the ingredients together now. The recipe says something about taking it shortly before it unites with the wind. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Hopefully this witch's brew doesn't blow up in my face. I have no idea when the stuff is ready, but before it all evaporates... Evaporate! That's it! To be taken before it unites with the wind. Then the medicine must be finished. Drink, old man. I hope that helps.
Thanks.
My pleasure. What happened?
A little difference of opinion with the guards.
Guards? From the research station?
Yes, Oh, it's not important.
Not so important. You nearly died.
But I'm alive. And you aren't just here to help me, are you? You have some questions.
Yes. How did you know?
Your eyes betray you. The eyes betray everyone. And your eyes. I know your eyes. They were here once a long time ago.
Me? I was most certainly not.
Yes, they were. But they weren't in the body of a young woman. You're the daughter of... What was his name again?
Vladimir Kalenkow? You know my father?
Yes, Vladimir was his name. He came to me back then like you are today, with the same eyes.
I need your help. If you knew my father, then you can also tell me what happened here all those years ago.
I'm only a shepherd. I've always been a shepherd, and I will remain a shepherd for the rest of my life.
But...
I know my place in life, and you should know yours too. Listen to the words of a simple man. My son didn't listen to me.
What do you mean?
You want to know what happened here almost 50 years ago, and what is happening here today. My son was also curious. He didn't want to listen to me. He found a strange piece of metal in the woods, and he asked questions. The wrong questions to the wrong people. I never saw him again. There are things that we are just not meant for. If we don't realize this.
Old man, your words may be very wise, but my father is in danger and I need your help.
I know. I can see it in your eyes. You really are just like your father. I also warned him, but he didn't want to listen to me either. He entered the cursed realm of the Ugdi, the evil thunderbirds that have been sent to cause endless sickness since the year of the great catastrophe. Your father ignored my warning, and his companion must have paid dearly for it. I know that I cannot stop you, so I will tell you where your father had his camp back then. Follow the northern path until you reach the swamps, and you will find what you are looking for. But always remember my words. Be careful in everything you do. Things happen here that no one can even begin to imagine.
The Evink was right. The atmosphere here is real strange. So unreal.
Even if perhaps a good portion of superstition is involved, I have a strange feeling here. And then the story with the thunderbirds and the endless sickness. Pull yourself together, Nina. You're just exhausted. There are no thunderbirds, and any phenomenon, no matter how mysterious, can be explained rationally. Hopefully.
That must be the site that the old man spoke of. My father started his expeditions from here. Maybe I'll find an explanation here of how the events of the past link with the kidnapping of my father.